Hello and welcome. Welcome to the Talking Head Show at USA Global TV and Radio. My name is Roland Friedl, and I'm very happy to continue this journey we do together. Actually, we are already coming to the next episode, and the whole journey is called Helping Customers Manage Change Through Innovation. I'm a professional business consultant. We and myself, my team of Spirit and Performance Systems, we consult, coach, and train international companies all over the world, like Xerox, OpenText, banks, insurance company, construction companies worldwide in many languages. But we also support smaller companies like startup companies to help them optimize their process or even define the process in the beginning and train their staff. That's what we're doing since more than 2.5 decades very successfully. Yeah, if you want to get in contact with me, you can go on spartner-performance.com. It's SPARRTNE minus performance.com, or you go, how to call it, my main website, it's called rolandfriedl.com, where you can find also other services I'm offering in a one-to-one coaching in different parts. So let's get started. Let's bring up the decks, and then we go into it the next 20-25 minutes. Yeah, as I said before, the whole program is called Helping Customers to Manage Change Through Innovation. I chunked it down into 12 episodes. We already had 9 episodes. So if you missed some of them, or maybe all of them, or maybe you're the first time here on my show, or even on USA Global TV and Radio, welcome, first of all. Please go on YouTube and you will find all the other shows recorded. Okay, so in all the other episodes, we have been talking about different topics, like the new change, like the customers, the buyer's journey. We have been talking about business curiosity. We have been talking about commercial insights and many, many other interesting topics to help your customer manage change for innovation with your products and services successfully. And in this episode, in episode number 10, we talk about innovation stories. For those guys who saw it last week, we have been talking about stakeholder identification. So to whom we sell, who are the decision makers in this buying circle for our services and products. And today we're talking about innovation stories. And those of us who follow me, all the other shows before, they know it. I do it on a third methodology where we talk about at the beginning about the why you should care about an innovation story. Why should a story also be innovative and exciting and engaging? We're talking about the what is an innovation stories, and then we have a deeper look on how you're doing an innovation stories, you and your sales force, and in the what if, it's how to adapt it in your daily practical business. And that's what we do the next 20 minutes. So get started. And as I said at the beginning, it's a short overview of the topic. If you want to go deeper and learn more about it, or want to engage your sales force, you're more than welcome to contact me and my team, and we're gonna can find out how we can work together to improve your sales force so they can help their customers manage change through innovation. So let's get started. What's the why? First of all, I strongly believe that the best sales conversations and presentations, can be a conversation or a presentation, provide the customer with a compelling story about that's important, about their operation, to teach them a new perspective on their current state. Okay, I repeat, it's very important. The best sales conversation and presentations provide the customer with a compelling story, and that's about their operation, to teach them a new perspective on the current state. Why I'm emphasizing on their operation? I always see business presentations, even the last times, when people always talk about their business, about their services. And actually, it's not about us. It's all about the customers, to engage the customers. It's all about them. I don't know if you feel out, but the last 20 years, there was a tremendous shift from a seller to a buyer market. So the buyer has much more power than years ago, because there's more access to information worldwide through the World Wide Web, the www. So they can have access to information, but they also have access to a wide range of suppliers. So it's all about them. It's not about us. It's all about them. Okay. Why they should change, what they should change, and how they can change. It's all about there. That's why I emphasize about their operation. And we already had this in other topics before when we were talking about commercial insight. Please go back to those recordings about commercial insights. It's so important. And also about business curiosity. So being curious, getting to know your customer. That's why I always ask my customers, do you really know your customers? Are you curious? Do you really know the whole business? Not just a small little part that you are serving with your process. Do you really know the whole customer, his markets, his customers, his competitors, his initiatives? Okay, that's all about them. That's why you should take care about innovation stories. And the other one is, of course, first of all, people in general love stories. Um, I have a short story for that. I remember many years ago when I was building up a huge business in nutrition with more than 8,000 franchisees, franchise partners all over the globe. And I had a business appointment with a very famous doctors in a hospital. And I came there I was recommended by a colleague of him who already signed up months ago very successfully and distributed the products to his clients. And so I went to this doctor and I had a little bit of respect. I mean, it's 30 years ago almost. And I was quite young. And yeah, I came to it and I said, Doctor, where do we start with the product or with the business opportunity for you in your hospital? And I said, stop, young man, tell me your story. How did you get engaged? Why did you engage? And so on. So it's all about stories. So people love to hear stories in general. Secondly, and also business. And people remember stories. That's the most important thing. People remember stories because they're emotionally driven when there's good stories. And stories are often more interesting than just information and data. The point is, you can gather information and data online, whatever you need. So in a business conversation presentation, it's less about information and data. It's more about telling story. It's more about inspiration instead of information. Okay, so when you get together with a client on the phone, face to face, whatever you know, on a meeting, on a presentation, whatever, it's all about. It's the most important thing. It's all about inspiration instead of information. Okay, guys, got it. So that's the why. That's why it is so important to have an innovative story. So let's have a look at what is an innovation story. Well, actually, an innovation story is, as it's here on the slide, is it's actually the most memorable, engaging, and impactful stories that follow a consistent flow. So it's the most memorable, as I said, people memorable stories. Engaging, as I said, it's more about inspiration and information, and impactful stories. They follow a consistent flow, which takes the viewer, the listener or reader, depending how you communicate with your customer, which takes the viewer, the listener or reader on an emotional journey. And this journey starts and ends positively. And we will see later how Hollywood it does. So this journey starts positive and ends positive. Okay, when in business, it has to start positive. It has to, you want to bring in a positive energy in the room, yeah, in a meeting in the beginning, and you also want to end it with a positive energy for sure. But with elements of fear, uncertainty, and doubt in between to make it more exciting and engaging. And this we call an emotional arc. Okay, so I repeat it for you guys. An innovation story, as I said, is the most memorable, engaging, and impactful stories. They follow a consistent flow, which takes the viewer or listener or reader on an emotional journey through this emotional arc. And this arc is this starts and ends positively. We want to start and end positively. But in between, we have elements of fear, uncertainty, and doubt in between. That's an innovation story. And when we look at the next slide, you will understand exactly what you mean. How? On this slide, you will see different lines about story. Yeah. On the left top, you will see starting low, ending high. On the left bottom, you will stay starting low, in high in the middle, ending low, and so on. And guys, what do you think? What's the right one? What is Hollywood using in all the movies? Doesn't matter what film, what movie you watched the last time. Remember, starting very positively, ending very positively, but in between some fear, uncertainty, and doubt. Yes, you're right, guys. It's on the right corner, on the right up corner. It's the curve here on the right up corner. Starting high, in between. I give you an example. Man meets girl. Yeah. Loses girl for any reason, meets girl again and marries. Something like that. Yeah. And you can a romantic movie, you can, I don't know, what's the movie? With Tom Cruise. This Top Gun movie. I'm also last reference. Oh, starting high, in between some uncertainty, some doubt, some action, some losses, people die, whatever is going, and then happy end. It's always the same. And we use this concept, what we call an emotional arc, also in business to engage the buying center. As I said, it's all about information. Sorry, it's all about inspiration instead of information. It's all about engaging people. Okay, let's go a little bit deeper, step by step. First of all, fun things if you build up a story, especially when you're working with a lot of technology in background. I know when you're the technology guy, then you're very excited, very proud of your product, of your opportunities, about your capabilities. But actually, there are three things to consider. First of all, go beyond technology. Okay, go beyond technology. This means think about the audience that our technology should touch. Think about the audience. And when you have a buying center, when you talk to a buying center with the decision makers, most of them on a C level, they're not very deep into the details. So please, they get so please don't bore them. Don't make them bored with too many details. Don't get lost in details. So go beyond technology. Okay, speak. I was saying the voice of the customer, so everybody understands what you're talking. Don't get too much in detail. Okay. Second thing is go beyond facts, meaning help the audience experience the possibilities. Okay, give them a positive outlook. What could be? What opportunities are possible for them when they go with you. Okay, so go beyond the facts, bring them more the experience of the possibilities when they go with you. And as I said before, when we talk about the emotional arc, go beyond traditional narratives. So introduce variations to build an emotional arc, meaning starting high, ending high, and in between. Challenge them a little bit, and I will show you how you're going to do this in a very also example. Okay, so go beyond technology, go beyond data and facts, and go beyond the traditional narrative. Because the traditional narrative is always in business. You start introducing yourself, your company, what you have done in the past, your success stories, why other companies work with you, blah, 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 blah. This doesn't engage the customer at all. It's all about the customer. So we build this story about the customers, about his operations, okay? And to engage him and make him thrilled and make him so he gets more than motivated to change, is also willing to change. And remember, guys, for those who saw the other episodes before, it's all about to disrupt the status quo thinking of the customer. It's all about disrupting the status quo thinking of the customer, because this is the enemy of a so-called of a salesperson. Yeah, the enemy of a salesperson is the status quo thinking that the customer doesn't want to change for whatever reason he is ever talking to you. No money, no time, no priority, whatever it is. Okay, it's all about disrupting the customer status quo thinking. You can do this by collecting data that is related to the industry, the brand, and the customer. We talked about this in commercial insights, specific data, and we talked about business curiosity, also that you need for commercial insight to disrupt the status quo thinking. And then when you have the buying center together, when you identify the decision makers, you build up this innovation story. Okay, let's go a little bit deeper, folks, and let's have a look how we do this. So we're gonna see this on the next slide. Okay, let's spend some more time here and go a little bit deeper. So give me a second, guys, then restart. Okay, so you see this arch? It's the same arch that I showed you before. And what you can see is that we bring the customer emotionally through different stages. That's all what we're gonna do here in innovation stories. And you have different chapters, and I will lead you through this. And to be honest, it's really some practical. You really have to practice this. So that's what you do with our customers. Is we bring up actually not a case study. We bring their clients on board, and we bring them through to the real client and build up together with them this engaging story. That's what we are doing here. Okay. I don't know if I'm still online or I'm frozen. It looks like I'm frozen. I'm not quite sure about this. Okay. Am I still here or am I out? So, okay. I hope my network is working. I'm here in an area in a desert. Okay, I guess I'm back. I hope so. Well, I just continue. I hope the best. Otherwise, I have to record it again. Okay, so we have different stages. As I said, we start very high, so we connect with the customer. It's a connection phase where we talk about his current stage. We connect, and we talked about this earlier in commercial insight. This is intrigued, slowly, very high intrigued. It's all about why he should change. So we're talking about the why. What's the issue with the issue? We reframe it and bring him slowly down what we call a rational droning. So we bring him slowly down when he's not changing, when he's not using this opportunity, what can happen? And actually, when he's really down, what you see down on the customer's state is we bring him an emotional impact. What does it mean if it's not changing? What he can lose on market shares, on operations, on money, and then slowly we show him a new way. So we get him involved. We show him a new way to get out of this valley, and meaning in this phase where we draw him down, where we bring him an emotional impact, and we show him in a way it's all about why he should change now. Okay, first of all, we start why change, why we should change now, and at the end we bring him up again. And we talk about our capability to help our customer. That's what we call why us. These are actually the phases how we build up a story. Okay, so we have the why he should change now, and why with us. And you see that we start very high. We connect with him. We reframe the issue. So talk about what's the issue with the issue. We bring him slowly down. Maybe it's a little bit painful for him or uncertain for him when we show him, okay, the future is changing. When it's not changing, he will lose business, whatever it is. We bring an emotional impact, of course. It has to have an emotional impact, and then we restart again with a new way. We give an idea of a new way without talking about our product on service in specific, and then we talk about our capabilities. That's what we do. Okay, how to implement this? As I said at the beginning, it's some practical work is used, or some workshops, training. So this you have to be trained by your staff. I just wanted to show you a short overview how it's working, but it's much deeper. It's really a full day of more input but also a lot of practicing. There are some tools that really help your stuff. I hope this was interesting for you. Thank you very much for watching this episode. And yeah, next week we'll continue with episode 11, and then in 2 weeks, episode 12. Thank you so much. All the best, and bye-bye.